Good day to you children. In the last class, we learned about arithmetic progressions, and in the last lesson, we focused on first one, the meaning of arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic progressions is a list of numbers in which the previous number is added by a fixed number to get the next term. Okay, and also the first term of an arithmetic progression, that is the first term of an arithmetic progression, is denoted by A. It is also called as A1, but for generalization purposes and solving the problems, we denote it as A. And second, the fixed number which is added to the previous terms to form the arithmetic progressions is known as common difference. Okay, and this common difference is denoted by small letter t. And we also saw what are the different types of arithmetic progressions. One was finite arithmetic progressions. A finite arithmetic progression is one in which there are finite number of terms or countable number of terms in which we can count how many terms are present. Those kinds of APs are known as finite arithmetic progressions. And the another type of AP was infinite arithmetic progressions, in which we cannot determine how many number of terms that AP has. For example, the set of natural numbers. In set of natural numbers, there is infinite number of terms present. Okay. Also, we learnt about the general form of an AP. Okay, generally the AP can be written as in terms of A and D. Okay, this form of AP is in terms of A and D. The first term of an AP is A. The second term is A plus D. The third term is A plus 2D. The fourth term is A plus 3D, and so on. A plus 4D, A plus 5D, A plus 6D. So like that the AP goes on. Okay, and lastly we also learnt about the formula to calculate the common difference for a given AP, that is D is equal to AK plus 1 minus AK, where AK plus 1 means K plus 1th term of an AP and AK is the kth term of an AP. Like for example, if AK is A1 or A, then AK plus 1 will be A2. I can show it here. If AK is equal to A1 or A. A1 is nothing but A, right? So, if AK is equal to A1, then AK plus 1 is equal to A2, because K is 1. So 1 plus 1 we get 2. So D is equal to A2 minus A1. Okay. So common difference is nothing but difference between two consecutive terms of an AP, in which the previous term is subtracted from the next term, the upcoming term or the greater term. Now moving ahead to the solved examples, the very first question is, for the arithmetic progression 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, and so on, write the first term A and common difference D. Okay, so then here they have given us an AP and they have asked us to write its first term and also its common difference. So okay, first in the solution let us write given. What have they given us? They have given us an AP 3 by 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 3 by 2, and so on. Okay, so what they have asked us to find out? They have asked us to find the first term, that is A, and the common difference D. Okay, So now we know A is always the first term. So from the given AP we can easily say that A is equal to 3 by 2. So let us write it down. A is equal to 3 by 2. Now to find D. To find D, we have the formula, right? D is equal to AK plus 1 minus AK. So I have my A1 here. I have my A1 here, that is A is equal to 3 by 2. Now what is my A2? We have AK, we want AK plus 1, right? So what is my A2? My A2 is the second term, that is 1 by 2. A2 is equal to 1 by 2. So now D is equal to, we know that D is equal to A2 minus A1 or A. This is nothing but 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Since both the denominators are same, the LCM is also the denominator itself 2. So 1 minus 3, which gives you minus 1 by 2. So D is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is your solution. So now let's write it down. The first term A is equal to 3 by 2 and D is equal to minus 1 by 2. Remember children, you always have to write the solution or your final answer in proper sentence. Okay. Now look at the second question. Which of the following list of numbers form an AP? So in this question they have given you several list of numbers and you have to determine whether these list of numbers form an arithmetic progression or no. And also continuing, they have also asked you to find out the next two terms if the given list is an AP. That's what they say here. If they form an AP, then write the next two terms. Okay, if your given list of numbers is an AP, then you will have to write the next two terms belonging to that arithmetic progression. So let's look at the first list. The first list is 4, 10, 16, 22 and so on. Okay, so they have given you a list of numbers. In the previous sum they had told you that the given list was an AP. But here you have to verify whether this list is an AP or not. So let's verify if this list has an AP. So solution given. First we have to write given. We have the list 4, 10, 16, 22 and so on. So now A is equal to what? The first term is 4. The second term A2 is equal to 10. The third term A3 is equal to 16. And the fourth term A4 is equal to 22. Here they have given us the only 4 terms. Okay. So now let us see whether the difference between these consecutive terms is a fixed number or not. In other words, we have to see if the difference between these consecutive terms is a constant or no. Okay. So starting A2 minus A. Let's begin with the first two terms. Okay. So what is A2? A2 is 10. A is 4. So 10 minus 4. We have the answer 6. Similarly, next two consecutive terms. A3 minus A2. What is the answer here? A3 is 16. A2 is 10. So 16 minus 10. Once again we get 6. And now the last two terms. A4 minus A3. What will be the answer? 22 minus 16, which is once again 6. So here we see that AK plus 1 minus AK is constant and equal to 6. Right? So therefore D is equal to 6. Since it is the difference is fixed, we can easily say that that difference is our common difference and the given list of numbers is an AP. So write it down. Therefore 4, 10, 16, 22 and so on is an arithmetic progression or AP. But this doesn't end our solution here, right? They also asked if the list of numbers is an AP, then we have to find the next two terms. So we know that D is equal to 6, right? We know that D is equal to 6. Okay, and the last term is 22. How do we form the AP? We just go on adding this fixed number to the previous terms. So the fifth term, 22 was fourth term, right? So the fifth term is A5 is equal to 22 plus 6 because we should add the common difference here. So we get 28. Similarly, A6 is equal to, so which is the previous term for A6? It is A5. So now A5 is 28. So 28 plus 6, which is equal to 34. So the next two terms of our AP are, therefore, let's write it down. The next two terms are 28 and 34. This is our complete solution. Moving on, we have our second list of numbers. I told you that there are several list of numbers here. So in the second list of numbers, we have 1, minus 1, minus 3 and minus 5. Okay. So now solution proceeding as in the previous sum, right? Given 1, minus 1, minus 3, minus 5, so on. Now A is equal to the first term 1, A2 is equal to minus 1, A3 is equal to minus 3, A4 is equal to minus 5, right? So now let us find out whether the difference is the constant. Okay, A2 minus A1, that is A2 is minus 1, A is minus 1. So we have the answer minus 2. Right, now A3 minus A2, right? The next two terms, A3 minus A2. A3 is minus 1 and then minus, what is A2? It is minus 1. So I am putting it in a bracket. Now let's open the brackets. Minus 3, minus into minus plus 1. Minus 3 plus 1 is once again minus 2. So moving on to the last two terms, A4 minus A3, which is minus 5 minus of minus 3, which is nothing but minus of plus 3. Once again, the difference is minus 2. So here every time AK plus A1 minus AK is a constant. Okay, is a constant. Therefore D is equal to minus 2, right? So obviously our given list of numbers is an AP. Let's write it down. Therefore 1, minus 1, minus 3, minus 5 is an AP, right? Now, since it is an AP, we have to find the next two terms. So the last term which we had was A4. So now A5 is equal to, that is minus 5 plus minus 2. Agree? Because A4, we have to add to get the new term, we have to add the common difference to the previous term. The previous term was minus 5 and the common difference is minus 2. Let's add them. We will get minus 7. Similarly, A6 is equal to minus 7 plus of minus 2. Right, because the previous term for A6 is A5 and A5 is equal to minus 7. So we get minus 9. Therefore, the two terms are minus 7 and minus 9. Right. So now what I want you to do is, I'll give you two more list of numbers. You should pause the video and find out whether those two list of numbers form an AP or not. So okay, first write down the list of numbers here. The third list of numbers is minus 2, 2, minus 2, 2, minus 2 and so on. This is the third list. And the fourth list is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay. You have to find out whether these two list of numbers forms an AP or no. Okay. Pause the video and solve it. Okay. And here, since there are too many number of terms, right? Stop when you find that there is a difference, or when you find that the difference between the terms is not a constant number. Okay. Let us look at the exercise of the arithmetic progression. So this is the first exercise. Let me read out the first question for you. In which of the following situation does the list of numbers involved make an arithmetic progression and why? So in this question, they have given you a list of situations. So a number of situations, and you have to determine which of those situations will form an arithmetic progression, and also you have to specify a reason for your choice. Okay. So the very first situation which they have given you is the taxi fare after each kilometer, when the fare is 15 for the first kilometer and rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So here they have given us a taxi. Okay, let us start from 0 kilometer. Okay, let us start from 0 kilometer, and this is our first kilometer, second kilometer, third kilometer and so on, right? So for the first kilometer, what they have told us, for this first kilometer the fare is rupees 15. Agree? Rupees 15. For the next kilometer, that is 1 kilometer to 2 kilometer, we add additional 8 rupees, right? Because rupees 8 for each additional kilometer. So for the next one, it is again added by 8 rupees, right? So on, it continues like that. So from this we can gather that given A is equal to 15 and D is equal to 8. Agree? Because from the in the beginning the fare was 15 rupees, and for each kilometer, for each extra kilometer, the fare increases by 8 rupees. That means we are adding 8 to the additional fare. So now what will be our arithmetic progression here? 15 plus 8, that will be 23. 23 plus 8, that will be 31. 31 plus 8, that will be 39, and so on. The AP is, right? So we can write, therefore the given situation forms an AP with forms an AP with A is equal to 15 and D is equal to 8. This is your answer. In the second situation, they have given us the amount of air remaining in a cylinder when a vacuum pump removes 1/4 of air present in that cylinder. So in this question, they have given us a cylinder which is filled with some amount of air. Let's say the volume of the air be, let the volume of air be V. Okay, so now they have used a vacuum pump and they are removing the air from the cylinder, and each time the vacuum pump removes about 1/4 of the air in that cylinder. Okay, so that means it removes, the pump removes 1/4 of V, right? 1/4 of volume that is present. Okay, so now they have asked us whether the air remaining in the cylinder will form an AP or no. Okay, where the amount of air remaining in the cylinder will form an AP. So first, let us start with the first one. V minus 1/4V will give us how much air is remaining after the first removal. Okay, how much will be the answer? It is 3/4V. Okay, the amount of air remaining in the cylinder after the first pumping will be 3/4 times V. Agree? So now I can safely say that every time when the air is pumped out from the cylinder, the always 3/4 of the volume that is previously present will be left in the cylinder, right? That is, if I remove 1/4 every time, whatever that is left, the 3/4 of it will remain in the cylinder. So like that, if I were to write this series, then the first initial will be V, then the next remaining volume will be 3/4V, then the next one will be 3/4V minus 3/4 times, it is 3/4 times into 3/4V, that is 3/4 of the remaining volume, that will be 9/16V, and the next one will be 3/4V into 3/4 into 3/4 and so on. So we get V, comma, the next one will be 3/4V, the next is 9/16V and so on. So here this does not form an arithmetic progression. It forms a geometric progression. Okay, there are another type of series in mathematics which are known as geometric progression, but they are not for your syllabus, but we are only focused on arithmetic progressions here. So let us write it down. Therefore it doesn't form an AP. Okay, so there are two more situations given for you guys, that is the third situation and fourth situation, for which you guys have to once again pause the video and solve them and see whether they form an AP or no. Okay, so in the third situation they have given cost of digging and you have to determine whether that cost of digging will be an AP. And in the fourth situation they have mentioned about compound interest. Okay, so you must have learnt about compound interest in your 8th standard. Okay, so you have to determine whether those two will form an AP or no. Now I'll move ahead to the second main. The second main In the second main, the question is write first four terms of the AP when the first term and the common difference are given as follows. So in this question, they have given you the values of A and D, and they have asked you to write the first four terms of this arithmetic progression. So okay, I'll only solve the first problem for you guys. Okay, just like because we did it in the first class, if you remember. Okay, so I'll only solve first problem here. The remaining three problems, no, there are four. The remaining three problems are for you to do. Okay, you have to pause the video and solve those problems. Okay, so the first one, A is equal to 10, D is equal to 10, and my job here is to write first four terms of this arithmetic progression. So the solution given, right, we should never forget writing given. A is equal to 10, D is equal to 10. So now AP will be A is equal to 10 because first term, then we have A plus D, which is 10 plus 10, which is equal to 20, right? This is A2. A2 is equal to 20. Now A3, you can do this either using the general form of arithmetic progression or by simply adding the common difference to the previous term. So I am going to do this by adding common difference to the previous term. Okay, so here A3 is equal to this previous term plus D, right? So previous term is 20 plus common difference 10, which is equal to 30. How many terms they have told us to write? 4 terms. So A4 is equal to 30 plus 10, which is 40. Therefore 10, 20, 30, 40 and so on is our AP and the required terms. The remaining 3 or 4 questions which you have to do are A is equal to minus 2, D is equal to 0. The third one, A is equal to 4, D is equal to minus 3. The fourth one, A is equal to minus 1, D is equal to half. Fourth one, A is equal to minus 125, D is equal to minus 1.25, D is equal to minus 0.25. Okay, these four sums, pause the video and write first four terms of these given arithmetic progressions. Moving on to the third main, the question is, for the following APs, write the first term and the common difference. Okay, here they have given us the APs. So just like the solved example first problem which we solved, they have given us the AP and they have told us to write the first term and the common difference. Okay, so the first one is 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3. Kind of similar, right? Kind of similar to what we solved before. So now solution given AP is equal to 3, 1, minus 3, minus 1, minus 3 and so on. So A is equal to what? The very first term. We can easily say that A is equal to 3. And now D is equal to, they have told us that this is an AP. This list of numbers is an AP. So we don't have to verify D here. We just have to calculate D. So D is equal to A2 minus A, which is 1 minus 3, which is nothing but minus 2. Therefore A is equal to 3 and D is equal to minus 2 is our solution. Similarly, the second question, that is minus 5, minus 1, 3, 7, so on. And the third question, 1 by 3, 5 by 3, 9 by 3, 13 by 3 and so on. And the last one, fourth one, 0.6, 1.7, 2.8, and so on. Find the A and D for these three given arithmetic progressions. Once again, pause the video, solve them and verify your answers. Okay. Now, the fourth main is also same as what we did in the solved examples. Which of the following are APs? Okay, here they have given us several list of numbers once again, and we have to determine which of those are arithmetic progressions. Okay, and also they have also asked, if they form an AP, find the common difference D with 3 more terms. Okay, if they form an AP, if the given list of numbers form an AP, you have to tell what is their common difference and also write 3 more terms. Okay, in the previous example we wrote 2 more terms after finding out D, and after determining if those were AP, we wrote only 2 next terms, right? Here they are asking us to write 3 more terms. Okay, for this main also I am going to solve only one problem for you guys. The remaining are for you to do. Okay, just pause the video and do it right now. Don't waste your time and don't keep the work pending. Okay, so the fourth main, first question, 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, we have to determine whether this list of numbers is an AP or no. Okay, so solution, to determine if any given list is AP, we have to find out whether the difference between consecutive numbers is a constant or no. Okay, so given 2, 4, 8, 16, A is equal to 2, A2 is equal to 4, A3 is equal to 8, and A4 is equal to 16, right? So now let us go on finding the differences. A2 minus A is equal to 4 minus 2, which is 2. A3 minus A2, which is 8 minus 4, which is equal to 4. Okay, let us stop here because the difference between the consecutive terms is not a constant number. For the difference between first 2 terms was 2 and next to 2 terms is 4. Therefore, AK plus 1 minus AK is not a constant, right? It is not a constant or a fixed number. Therefore, 2, 4, 8, 16 is not an AP, right? So moving on to the second one, second problem, 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, and so on. Okay, I'll solve this second one and end the class here, and you guys have to solve the remaining one. Pause the video, solve the remaining problems. Okay, so once again, solution, given 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2, and so on, right? So now A is equal to 2, A2 is equal to 5 by 2, A3 is equal to 3, A4 is equal to 7 by 2. Now let's start finding the differences. A2 minus A, 5 by 2 minus 2. Here the LCMs are different. So now let us find the LCM of 2 and 1. LCM of 2 and 1 is 2. Okay. So 2 1s are 2. So multiply by 1. 1 2s are 2. So multiply by 2. 5 minus 4, which is nothing but 1 by 2. Now the difference between next two terms, A3 minus A2, which is equal to 3 minus 5 by 2. Once again, the denominators are 1 and 2, so the LCM is 2. So 1 into 2 gives 2, so multiply by 2. 2 into 1 gives 2, so multiply by 1. 3 2s are 6 minus 5. 6 minus 5 is 1 by 2. Now see here, the difference between first two terms is half, next two terms is half. So the last two terms, that is A4 minus A3, which is 7 by 2 minus 3. Once again, the LCM is 2. The LCM of denominators is 2. So 2 ones are 7 ones are. 1 2s are 3 2s are. Right? 1 2s are 2. When you multiply 1 by 2, you will get 2. So multiply the numerator by 2. We get 7 minus 3 2s are 6, which is once again 1 by 2. So now the difference between consecutive terms is a constant. Hence, the given list of numbers is an AP. Let's write it down in sentences. Therefore, AK plus 1 minus AK is a constant. Right? Therefore, D is equal to how much? What is the constant value here? It is 1 by 2. Therefore, 2, 5 by 2, 3, 7 by 2 and so on is an AP. Now, we determined that the given number was an AP. We also found out the value of common difference. But what is remaining is we have to find the next three terms, right? So, the last term was A4. The last term here was A4. So, we have to find the next term, that is A5. A5 is equal to 7 by 2 plus half, right? That is the common difference. So, same denominator, it will be 8 by 2, 1s are 4s are, this is equal to 4. Now, A6 is equal to 4 plus 1 by 2, right? So, once again, denominator LCM is 2. So, multiplied by 2, multiplied by 1, we get 8 plus 1, that is 9 by 2. And the third term is 9 by 2 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 10 by 2. We get 2 1s are, 2 5s are. So, A7 is 5. Therefore, the next three terms are 4, 9 by 2 and 5. Okay, this is the solution. Okay, this is the complete solution. I guess there are 13 more problems for you to solve, and I hope you can solve them on your own. If you have any doubts, then do text me or come to me and I'll help you clarify them. Okay, thank you.